Cape Coast asa
say yemfa yewura Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ensign review and saying o hwe ene eye dede a yenuanom ndisi form ye about economy ni ade nyina ne fapem nyina gina eye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ideas a ode bae eho enti se nipa we etumi de sanhihye we nyina ato akwam ma ene obi fufuro beje credit na no kire se wo de tumi no e de hye nsa obetumi aye de broso enti enam eno so bi ena ema yera Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ne ho ya akono ema delegate no ensi ho a papa no ye obi a owotema oye batan owotema osanso ye batan a obre no ho ase nenum kasa edeye so enti woni ye adwuma emfa ho se wo ya akwala wo ye paniyo odibu bema na we treat you say substance a ode ba na adwen na wo kire no ebeboa na enti adwen bia so a wo be kire no ofa no de ye adwuma se nya adwuma no we tuki ni kakra no de aye de wo se ye na ama enoma akonanim enti we ye enoma kitu abi ni qualities ni de bebre ye ka se ye kan ene ye be hia be 3-4 hours na he abobɔ ni nyina so but we ye kitu abi a etumi kire se ampa se ye yino as franka difo wo eye party no mu a obetumi ama tumi aba MPP bio
na prophecies e ba ne post ahodo a e ba no wotia ya na to say
oh me who ne say prophecies they are prophecies me nya sofo de but me gi prophecies di
okay
na wo hwe eye Bible no mukra Bible no say monso spirit ne hwe
ahonhum ni nyina
monso ebi a fake enti it cannot be say prophecy bi aba na obi aka na ehun confirmation bi amba na wasori agye di akire say ampa we prophecy we no kra na say enye no kra enti no mihu ne say nka beye mpa omo engage in sa prophecies no enka omo ntwensan kakra na
omo yesa
eyi ni nyina omo ntwensan kakra because me wogidie in fact even the last primaries sa prophecies we yes yehu bi beyond prophecies no na omo ka say
2023 there no
exactly beyond prophecies no omo ka say enya no credit bi ada say MPP 4 bekọ akoyi eye muslimi ni say omran be di MPP 4 anim but uhun ye obi any results no enti no me can say prophecies me gididi I mean I'm a very spiritual person na mum no e ba no we nko ade a o say yetumi eso no ehwe
Nana Kwesiwa Esquire, a former MDP MMC, now good board. On I know a Dean Como and Enyumre. And I'm out for critics. We say, yeah, the Dr. Laji Mahmoud Bawumia or Lusu and Lusu and imagine about 1.7 million votes. And the Yemfanin Sinchena Yemfa Fofro and Co. So what some make is analysis no yana eto saying
I think it's neither here nor there and it's very simple the decline and they say o share yabakosem under the 1992 constitution there's nobody apart from Rollins or free military room bar civilian room there's absolutely nobody waba abe pray to me omampeni to me one time nensa kada debi yera kufuo opre no several times ansa nensa ka yera mills opre several times ansa nensa ka yera nanado dankwa akufu ado opre several times ansa nensa ka even yera John Mahama otiso ene himpo no apart from 2012 to 2016 olusu ye 2020 osan lusu ye 2024 and so win it enti ohwe sa abakosem na no kire say there is no way you cannot fault the man for losing the last elections. You cannot fault him. In any case, Oshe and Shishemua a party no aye to try and find out at the country sa defeat nebaya. There's nowhere that it is said that a year Dr. Bawumia and a ma yedin kukusa. There be ankanesa. Several factors and a man kobanisa, but year Dr. Bawumia there, Nidiam Bemu say there was a problem with our candidate. It is and Shemune said there is no problem with the candidate now. What is the justification to change such a candidate? There is none.
Okay.
Ebiniho.
107.3.
2023 results by primary say course so what the total nyame yadumu a 31st January 2026 the no a bibi besesa and sesa ne be kosan or be perform better than that of 2023.
Mimi wogidie pa se wo hwe eye ene
pay campaign amakone pay
empatwane ahokeka ewo form amongst the delegates na mi wogidie pa se sisi ano delegate no tumi no mo hwehwe na tumi no mo hwehwe no omuhu se Yera Dr. Bawumia na betumi akofa tumi na ba because me nua ye ndi nkomo kotoko ne hearts ekobobo na hearts for say e ka kire kotoko say momfa sa keep away
omo ka kire yi kotoko coach say
momfa keep away emra eno e kire saying
107.3
empacho won mfa to ho no enti no eno ye simple that alone should tell you say omo obibi omugina so omo ka say momfa sa keep away embetu po no
ila se betumi ahye no
ana say ye ne na ye nhihye bi pacho what ase
metio pa
enti no mimi hu ni say na osan ehwe eyi terrain mu a de bia no muchabo Dr. Bawumia de bia no muchabo Dr. Bawumia aden enam eye ni potential okuta dia waye bi pen enti ama Ghana fo nyina ehunu pen a benefit nti omunim se tumi ni nya bedi ne nsape oman we nkoso no ebeko nanim dada nyina.
Right, me bacho feel wa be care ho a community 103.3 wa Chimoda strong 101.5 for Chimoda afirma radio 103.3 wo Kofodua Mining City radio 89.5 for Takwa Asase 100 of free e wo Cape Coast Asase 99.7 wo Tamale Asase 98.5 e wo Kumasi Nana Kwesi Ewa Esquire former MD PMMC now good board good who sense me ba ye ene ka ya bo a Samejan Fisi em okay ye bedi nkomo na yahwe bra PMMC no wo ho nhihye a omode to apono so adwuma na omo ye and difference be the the gold board ye sisi ye mu the gold board ye no ehun sunsanso ete saying no kresa bra PMMC e wo ho no Ghana emeki losses and so ye behwe na fe ye di ho enkomo but ye tenetaw Dr. Bawumia Bawumia free ho na fe ye bawura nsem num na no achi ye activity lines no ama watimi adjoin yen now echita 40 and delegacy TN the voice of the MPP the heartbeat of Ghana. And then a bit of a catcher delegates about Dr. Bawumia just manum na fe yenko good ho sensem no
yo medase bebre menua ye do oman we ye do mpempenso bia sam pempenso no ye hia obi a
107.3
obetumi agitumi ama MPP aban because wo hwe records no mu a de bia MPP aban beba so bia no oman ko nanim yie wo hwe nhihye a MPP aban de to akwemu a ye nhihye a ema Ghana fo nyina ehoto mo from Yera Kufuor Breso the health insurance scheme ebaye capitation grant ebaye na free Yera Kufuor Yera Nanado Danko Kufuor do so baye or sign be share policies a Yera Kufuor de baye no or be share mu kena or share mu kena wie no sign or no ade ne de so baye ebi ni free SHS na yewura Dr. Bawumia a na oye mampeni abedi echire ema yewura Nanado Donkwa Akufo-Addo ono ankasa so enhyehyɛ a ɔde baaye a ema ɔman etumpon no na no kyerɛ sɛ ɔman we ehia obi a na dwen mu dɔ obi a ɔwɔ tema obi a obu ade obi a ɔwɔ ahobrɛaseɛ na obi a ɔpɛn kabom na wetumi agitumi no ama MPP na ama ɔman no etumi akɔnanim sɛ waye bi pɛn ma yehunu ma yehu ho mfaso a na no kyerɛ sɛ ye the ultimate ne mano a yetumi no mano a obetumi aye ama na bro so enti de metoto asre delegate bia otie me ne anwumre we ɛwɔ asase pa radio 107.3 a ɛkɔ bia ɛwɔ Ghana ha no and online bia wo bia sɛ yesrew yens emfa tumi no emma yewura Dr. Bawumia esan sɛ ɔno nko a ɛna betumi agye tumi no efri NDC for ho ama MPP.
Right, Mada say once again, I feel what I can say. Nana Kwesi Awuah Esquire, former MD for PMMC, now Gold Board. One payina, you know, 18 come on now. Young substantive issues, no so. Nafe young good home and sensem. I don't mean about doing something. Kabi, dear mamma, fire kakrat ne say, Erikopokunes or Kananutum. Oh yeah, Greek minister. How dear you bro? Bayre, cashew, cocoa. Who could defend this? I made them features.
107.3.
Bamiani Nkomo. Fire from Kakra. PMMC. A den at the buyer. Gold for oil. A den at the buyer. A den a ma MPP. A tna se kase de bi. Ye here gold reserves in Tino. Ye starting pesi can be gold in be near fancy. Walk us through.
Yo, medasi bebre minua. Oshe on my way on my way abako semuno na yefre on my way Gold Coast na yefre ni Gold Coast ye din a abrofo no de toye na yefre ni Gold Coast because it was a country of gold unam baby a gold enti no osha abako semu a 1957 and yewura Dr. Kwame Nkrumah edi enimu ma yakoje independence free Kwesi Broni ho na although ayaje sa independence free Kwesi Broni ho no binua no kra wo mu ne say since 1957 ayaje sa independence no all the way to July 2022 omanya ananka ye friend Gold Coast a gold ebuso omaya ye to gold for over 100 years na gold a ye die sie kokoam se ahokyere bi ba ye de ensa bekwa akoto so na ma ye ho ahoawan kakra no gold na do gold na 8.7 tons per
107.3
na 8.7 tons per
Yes, starting as a mime retintini nyina no.
Na me kame kyerɛw 8.7 tons per amaya we wiase sebi no munni gold mpo ewo mo man so no gold dodo a no mo atumi edi esie ebro ye de so bebre enti 2022 na ye free covid mu ye negotiate curve no trying to make things right within the economy aban no edin hihye bebre to akwan mu ni ade ena era Dr. Bawumia efre meeting ena ka say no man amwo gold now so yekohwa gold amwo nyina 8.7 tons per muntie vision no
I know you are 2021
meetings no happened in 2021.
Okay.
Ne mom no program nakasa ehya 2022. Cause program bia big program bia sa no policy project bia no e wo se wo den hyehyɛ ye den eto akwam. Ten komodie no, because there are several stakeholders. Ubia was say ordinary dream ba. And you see, that's the thing with Dr. Bawumia. One friend Crawford can say me de shemu. Someone yet. That's the thing with him. One can say me shemu someone yet. There be or friend meeting no. Omo ubia kwan say monto ato adwen. Ti we no de nadwen kiraba aban edwumayefo na no mo meeting na so no ubia de nadwen kiraba e. Ensi hwa private sector players no so large scale mining companies small scale mining entities no association ni ade ubia de nadwen kiraba e. Enti adwenkyeremu no ene ntoatoa no and eventually consensus was built and adwene nyina be baako se ampa asema papa na eka no eyade bi a yetu ho anamo a ebeboa oman we.
Okay.
Inti July somewhere July 2022 and a Bank of Ghana odin hihye nyina to akwemu wie no or launch a domestic gold purchase program. Now domestic gold purchase program no. The woman say bank ni ye na dwene say based on a year idea era Dr. Bawumia di aba no. Omo de cedis better gold. Na omo de a share ye gold reserves no mo kena. Enti no between July 2022 and December 2024 sa gold reserves na since independence or mine way ye chichire since independence 1957 na nyina ye 8.7 tons per or mine to gold room between July 2022 and December 2024 no sa gold reserves no grew from 8.7 tons to about 31 tons. To about 31 tons.
So
that's the reserves no.
As a time 1 pp if not 31 tons from 8 to 31
patro you.
Wow.
Na ye wo mu Bank of Ghana share gold reserves no mo kena no. And another problem by fuel prices shall say ekosro. Na one of the reasons why na fuel prices ekosro ne say aban no tena se mat no ehunu say bosumi bia no omo kra fuel petrol eba oman we mu no bosumi bia no omo kra petrol ba oman we mu no omo hia about $400 million every month.
$400 million.
Yes, about $400 million every month.
Send a dollar and home quatry.
I'll show you. Internet no can be. The demand for dollars was part of the reason why the exchange rate was going up beyond the international market forces. Tianonso and I hear Dr. Bawumia sign free meeting bio. Say mo amudi kan bae my bet na se to adwen. Mo sign review. Ni enhwe kwan e befa so. Na ade we a pagya no mu no yetumi abre na no ase ebiom wamfa nhye obia ode ade ne to ho no se monko inti private sector ka hu bio the chamber of bulk oil distributors omo ka hu bio when you omo afri mu or from mobile someone be ka hu bi meeting technical team omo set up omo ka hu bi. No se monko to aje me de idea ne me de amamo nti monko dwen ho how e be ye adwuma se nya adwuma so amomra na mom ka nkere me ti ye koye na e koto ato adwen na ehunu se e be ye adwuma because auto gold in cedis o de ko o dane no in dollars now the tua oil neka
107.3
them say nya so be dane sikana ni ato apɛ
dollar ni bi okrom ha sei.
Okay.
Ɛno na ma ye huhu ahwa yen kakra. Enti na fuel eko as high as 22 cedis no. Enam program wey junti fuel dropped to about 15 to 17 cedis per liter. and me nua wonim so man we mu petro economics country petrol kosro bibia bo kosro
or cascading effect.
Exactly. Bibia bo kosro ti enam enu so enema eye gold for oil no e buy inti gold for oil no is anchored on the domestic gold purchase program.
Okay.
That is where the gold for oil came from. And see why o share on my way mu multinationals afibia no e wo se o ma be ye adwuma emra na ma o mo kwan se wo be ye adwuma wi a emfa so a wonya no boa no na fa kɔ okuro o man mu bebi a wo free bae emra no ma ho kwan ti wo hwɛ sika no munya na afena so na ewo se omo aboa omo profit na no na wo so omo de $10 because omo ntumi send cedis nko dollars na also omo de ko inti also omo $10 ni nyina contributes to the demand for dollars inti eho no so and another variant by say instead say mo be kwa $10 o market no mu na ma pressure aba cedi no so no mo fa sa cedis no Emma Bank of Ghana no fanto gold Emma mo and settle sa gold no convert no into dollars no ntua moka.
Okay.
That was also another variant a boaye bebre Emma pressure on the cedi came down. To me now beside domestic gold purchase program no ehun fare buy no.
But honorable Kopoku say nya impact bia nya ehun amam faso amma wo man no munim faso e buy e ma wo man no.
Menua entumi nya no kreda say emfaso amba ama o man no. Menua at the time sa program ne shase nanka say that intervention no samban temwa command way would have headed straight into economic crisis. Na my wiase baby were facing similar challenges, but because they didn't have some resources to be innovative like we did, entino some no eja tomu wo kwan ben so omo citizens no esoritia aban no because ahokyere ene bae ahokyere pa ne bae. Because the whole world, they were trying to come out of the COVID effect. Ubibia, enti yen yetiye se nyankopon acheyen egudie saa ehye fom yasen tu anamon se yebetu afiri fom na yetumi enya nyansa.
Okay.
Se gudie no yebetumi eyusu a solve your problems.
Near DBSE.
Yeah, DBSE. Enti so big jina baby kase ehun amba mfaso a mesrew. Menene nya adwen de biarada. Ubisa ya ehun moye no.
Before Dr. Laj Mahmoud Bawumia de sa adwene we ba se baby o man na dru no yakwa ho kirem and ye say ye fa nyansa kwan a ye be fa so a ye sika kokko no ye betumi de awuram na timi aboa na sidi na hoden abasoro again ama yenya reserve forest reserve sika ye de besie ba bi sa ho kire ba ye de yensa timi akosom no na BOG rane sa program ya na
me pa cho there bi na me kire mu say since 1957 ye chichire o man Ghana gold na ya to nyina ye de esie 8.7 tons per o man ye friend Gold Coast pen no
Ebajo we are Ghana near tea we na to da bia amman yosem no ye no MPP sem and disisem we ye national issue ye making losses and says kai teacher ni outifie ke betimi dia forward mum nurse ni we nursing training college a utifie sa losses yi ke betimi dia claim ni ya forward mum ba ni nyina ko waste e dia asem a ye say ye nya gold board goro boy Sami Jamfi wakoto gold no otowie ye no bi woji aboka enya me na meka IMF krate ba bonte no na wo kire bibiem
enti since 1957 baya ba abesinko aba military regimes, civilian regimes, democratic regimes ni ade omo abako nyina gold a na yetu oman we mu ade bia na ekwa amanone no obia ehun se e wo se etumi DBCA dodo mu 8.7 tons per any etumi DCA.
Okay.
Aden now so since 2022 yera Dr. Bawumia de sa idea ne beto Bank of Ghana trim and stakeholders trim say mon kodwen ho na mon hwe kwan a ubetumi a implement no between July 2022 and December 2024 sa 8.7 tons no it grew to 31 tons. Timunia question I be beside ho ne say sanka afibia aban bia ye na dwen say obeto 10 tons mpa since 1957. Between 1957 and now every year we to 10 tons mpa saying
Shanes wa me say NDC betra so we ni 1 ton pe no matimi ato
107.3.
so afibia mato 1 ton na that means umbekọ no 4 years na only saying 4 tons no matimi ato but quickly yentete 70 film kakra the omaki kan gum ne doso ntro na omadi agugum no edoso bra now run PMMC say na mo nhihye etie kwan be na mo fa so a moto gold no e de ma BOG the Bank of Ghana na mo aggregator sabrof ne ya mempe mo obi a mo soma no mane koto gold no na odi abrɛ mo na mo de akoma BOG ana nhihye no na etesen and commission no ho asem tesen work us through
yo medase ye share a domestic gold purchase program na se no ye hunu se wo share a PMMC emrana
me pa so fa che me lawyer ye ka PMMC no mane ye wadwene bebre NDC fo ba ye omuni hwi ye omammo brand no omasesa di na kwa no gold board no the same thing yenko
yo PMMC mrano e kire se PMMC wo tumi so be appointed licensed buying agents na emrano mo chichire no adwene a na da parliamentary mu ne se Ghana ni Gold Coast ni nemum gold ebi nin crime na so PMMC en crime nesi inti ebi hu behia se parliament bema PMMC sa tumi no say obema licenses.
Okay.
So license buying agents.
To me krata ye be mama for me to
ato gold no abre PMMC e won crime.
Nti na nye monopoly mu bie mu.
Me pa cho you.
Wow.
E bie mu. Ensi hwa we actually decentralized. Into ye BA office bako we had a meeting
PMMC office
I'll show you we had a meeting with the Association of Small Scale Miners to ye to adjoin say ye pese ye BA offices in order to coordinate the aggregation na hen na beboa na no mo kire adjoin say monfa office ni CC baby a gold trade no ekoso pa into ye BA bako ewo Bole because we share Bole enclave now. Bole was a central town. Bole was a central town. Da Krupe gold e koso wo ho to munyina they come to trade gold in Bole. It's a BA office back wo ho. Ensi hwa Kumasi is a major gold trading city. You sign BA office wo ho. Ensi hwa Takwa is also a very major gold trading city. Omutu gold sign trade gold. So we open these offices in order to coordinate operations. Yeguso yegusu a na ye implement sa operational changes no ena aban no exercise ena aban exercise. And that was the idea behind it. Enti aggregators are na eni omu ye adwuma no na omu doso na nye nipa baako.
But when we buy it, then asesa
me dia mehu ana based on a year report, news report aba, and they say the aggregator is only one.
107.3.
Sa bawa rock no.
Me patrol you.
Nipa baako fo na to good no.
Yes, the aggregator no baako. Nti ono na control ni nyina. But we were working with several aggregators because ubia ne strength. Obi wo ha otumi puli 100 kilos in a week. Obi wo ha otumi puli 200 kilos in a week. Obi ne strength, ne capacity. And we needed the gold.
Aggregator no and as a middleman no ma menka ne sana the ordinary Ghanaian obetima see pa Ghana be bi omuti e ntino mo mfa nche me use aggregator ne bio middleman na wo si BOG ene gold board no entemu no sunsanso be na wo gold no to no so.
Enti as far as that one is concerned, no be arrangement between ono ni gold board.
Okay.
But minia the woman say o share ene gold board ene kane PMMC a ensisan kese bi wo ho. Ensisan a ewo ho ne say kane PMMC na PMMC eni to me say obe set gold prices ewo kroma. That's number one. Number two, and say PMMC any to me say obe enforce prices.
Odia buane be she omo etu gold no so.
Exactly. But gold board has that power to set price and enforce price.
Ope.
I was a ton gold at that price. Enti no o share parliament a chichire gold board emrana. Parliament actually has created an absolute monopoly for gold board.
Now can it be mami wada roma?
No say gold a war on mine we mu nyina as far as a year small scale miners is concerned, you know. Sa gold ni nyina gold board in kwan to me to. But can it PMMC? Nanya PMMC nkwa. In fact, nanya PMMC kwa na ye purchasing agent Emma Bank of Ghana. Enya no nkwa so beyond PMMC there were other actors, competitors in the market. It is a PMMC co market no mu na wanfa price papa amfa nkwa. The other competitors will outprice PMMC and buy the gold. Intiminia edu baby na even getting gold for the Bank of Ghana was difficult because of the activities of these competitors, including smugglers. Now foreigners no so a good system no mu. But gold board e buy a parliament more sa to me, you know, which virtually translates into an absolute monopoly, no. Enforcement e ka ho minim sa we follow a nipa dodo na ya chi omu men ka say boni. But this is the fact of the situation, because me PMMC abreso no, those were challenges for us.
107.3.
But we didn't have Emrebia Emaya sa to me, no. But gold board was sa to me, no. Ya chichi nkrofo ya pamu nkrofo eye abrofo na omo market no ya pamu omo nyina smugglers ya chi omo enti that ni nyina ko si se to me na omo de ahye gold board nsa no eye to me bia esumbu yie eye to me bia emu odu yie, and gold board is using it. So it's good. Anya boni wo share intendment na is very good. Boni nim kra. Na mom no sankasa to me no who use wa and he says our losses no eba
107.
Right. So as former MD, PMC now Gold Board, what is losses of $240 million? Abano ete was saying.
Me no na nyame wa.
And you say you be running at loss.
It is normal with trading. Gold trade be a normal. But o share a year the special circumstances of Gold Board. A year the position shrunken a war a fan gold sector no more. It makes it a bit baffling. But what I say? A man a bradwin so kakra.
Okay.
Because Yamau to me, mebao. Yamau to me, absolute monopoly. Ghana gold hanyina, Ghana gold na una shawonsa. Only competitors or market no more. That's the truth of them. That's the fact on the ground. Only competitors or market no more. What palm smugglers, what palm foreign traders or more market no more. Obia ni hu kwan so better gold I export it apart from Gold Board. We set a price every day and then minia be your phone na call Gold Board website. Na check your gold price for today. You see it there. Not only do they set price, they enforce price too. Inti ene Gold Board a supply a year receipt books. Ama gold traders nyina say obi biara who trade there sa receipt book na also we use to issue receipt. That's a way of enforcing price and monitoring price control.
Okay.
Intino ema ne buradwen so kakra say who enjoy absolute monopoly. Na wakọ market no mu. Na still waboka. Ene ma ne buradwen so kakra no.
107.
So unkwa na woto. Unkwa na control price. Unu obi anchem wo se maboka. Competition bi anim.
Competition ni ho. Ene ma ne ye den kakra.
But PMC now Gold Board. Moboka brana mo. Anabari kopoku se moboka.
Me paucho pi. In fact, just like you, me imagine say a same way I'll leave it to take it natural course. But enra me hu sa story no. Ebo mi brim kakra me say eh na ye boka e na me nim ho hwe. Company a me so mu 4 years a ye tumi dane ye boka na me nim ho hwe. Am si Debbie. O se me ba bontin. Na me ba na mbe correct sa misinformation no. Na ye di 2 year. Ti enya no kreda se PMMC boka.
107.3.
Am nchire mu adi kontra. O share a year legal relationship between PMMC and Bank of Ghana. PMMC was one of the purchasing agents. There were other purchasing agents. But the kind so I catch dada say there was a lot of competition in the market.
That means apart from PMMC no na your other entities
or motor gold
ni bima BOG. Unlike Gold Board here and this Vodia Baya or more Gold Board. Okay. It's good so about one teacher in Semu.
Omunkwa. Enti no sa relationship no yeto na yadane ama BOG. Ade omudi gold ni ye no emfa ye ho. Eyomo amasema. Eyomo amasema. Enti no efri ho no. Enra Honorable Eric Opoku ka say PMMC 2024 alone eboka $460 million. Hey, mini ameti am yem shame. See, hey.
For you for see the trouser.
$460 million a car. Afem ko share video no say enye PMMC na boka na Bank of Ghana and a boss aka na. Say okay, and ye yem ko yen hwehwemu.
Say no credit Bank
say
of
no
Ghana.
correct say Bank of Ghana boss akana minua ene 2024 financial statements and report from the Central Bank, Bank of Ghana.
Yeah.
You can download it online. Ushemua, nowhere does it say Bank of Ghana eboka on gold for reserves. Because the reason is this. Gold for reserves no, and Trasiane say gold a ye DCA. Patrol tieni gold a ye DCA. Sa gold for reserves no. And a match say since independence to July 2022 through July 2022 to December 2024. Gold Bank of Ghana Ediaka reserves no is about 23 tons. Just say etiho.
8 tons na atena hwa.
Etiho. Mamenka se mincho. In 2022, gold prices were $1,700. July 2022 program we share no. Gold prices were $1,700 per ounce. An ounce is 31 grams. Okay? 24 karat. In 2023, gold prices ranged between $1,900 per ounce to $2,000 per ounce. Patroti. In 2024,
me patro me basa si agina 2024 ya project ewo Facebook live into wait na join yen e asase pa 107.3 o 2 mira chire si enti egu oso betima behwebi yenko.
In 2024, gold prices range between $2,000 to $2,600 in 2024. Minia, guess what? In 2025, when gold prices, it ranged between $2,600 to $4,500 plus. So in 2025 alone, there's been an exponential increase in gold prices up to about 78%.
Wow.
So what it means is that 23 tons na ye turn at these prices eto hono ene oko value a esumbo bebre. Because the price has shot up. Just a value no so I.
Let me say can na kra de mfaso na esi nya.
Me da se.
Enye ka.
Me da se. Emu peja pa ye. Emu peja pa ye. But adia ensisa ewom and a difference ewo between their jumedia ye for gold for reserves and the ekosu sisi a simple. And they say, whereas during that time now program ne shas and gold for reserves ne shas no gold no ne this no and ne Bank of Ghana ne gold board jumedi omudi no sa gold no instead of it going to the reserves no omo ton dollars no munya no and eba back into the market as part of their economic management strategy.
Insect ye di gold ni besie no ye ton wie so esika no ne ye agu system no
me patro
ani be ya economy ni be kama
exactly inti eno ama is one of the factors that contributed to dollar no against the cedi no eba for
107.3
and nam 10 point something. It's one of the factors. So that one echinie bi anim e ka hu bi but me nya obekaya.
But obi be bisa
meba nya abotre so obekaya sometime in July 2024 before us about year no Bank of Ghana governor wapun adwuma okofie sisia no oka asem se opese cedi no dollar no eba form to 8 cedi to the dollar obetumi aye sa asem no kan no eboa no gina so the kan sa asem no was because we had accumulated enough gold reserves ananko betumi de nsa to so aton bi e de abehye market no mu to stabilize the cedi but na problem kakra ho problem ane wo ho ne say there were IMF limitations because IMF had put in place restrictions on the central bank's ability to intervene in the forex market. Meaning, as far as my information is, those restrictions were lifted in November 2024.
Then I'm more opportunity, yeah, more to good, no.
Or more they intervening in the market. No.
107.3
Sanka program no. Omo tena ase etiasie ye. Ehunu baby idea ni free buy ene kwan a ye betumi improve program na minji ndi se sa losses we nkabeba. Because okay IMF report na under paragraph 36 or say the large and increasing scale of gold for reserves program. Meaning one can say you gold for oil and gold for wine. Or say the large and increasing scale of gold for reserves program, notably since the creation of gold board. I don't know one can say notably since PMMC. Sir, IMF sebi.
How many
PMMC?
Yeah.
And I'm what?
How many?
I say notably since the creation of gold board is a source of significant downside risk. Asma, where IMF brought fu enyeme.
And who chiremu sent to the ordinary Ghanaian?
The metrem say.
IMF
for say. Based on a year information any data Ghana ban kasa the ma IMF for our motena si ye nhwehwemu analyze ye no omo adwenkyere ne say omo position conclusion ne say since a gold board buy ye no o share the way a gold for reserves no the rate at which a emu pagya na e de asembeba. That's what IMF is saying. Say edi asembeba minia minim say ya breso no na eye Bank of Ghana gold for reserves no although ana PMMC tobi no na Bank of Ghana so was buying directly from the mining companies. They were buying directly from the mining companies. But what I say, they were buying directly from the mining companies. But my information is that sadia no eni hobio Nina ekodi gold board ho. Because the Bank of Ghana 12 free mining companies na. That no try say sa eye fees ne hwan no na nka ombetuama gold board no eni hobio. The only thing they would have paid for was their safe fees and one no. But what I say?
Yeah.
Enti no we IMF brofo enyeme. Now, Osan came back for more. Or say the now discontinued G4O component of the domestic gold purchase program generated losses. Where a gold for oil, Kaihunu said we are talking about two separate things.
Reserve and oil.
Exactly. Sa losses where I mean who edi hun komo enei. Ama ubi biara asori kasa ewo Ghana hano. Relates to gold for reserves, not gold for oil.
Okay.
Gold for reserves.
Okay.
Nanka in the intention of the idea, the original idea, no. Gold for reserves, they gold that you this year. Now so under this regime, gold no or more than into dollars and pumping it into the market and to
stabilize the city.
To stabilize the city. But Obisan who say, oh share this year nkwa gold prices keep going up. So and free. But okay IMF reports now or say trading losses and also gold board of taker fees. And on the mentias here. Ebi a Bank of Ghana na gold board and a bit to me actually a year gold board of taker fees na say me no mentia say
so now just your
there be nti ebia no mean to me fa madwen fa ho so because a technical term of taker fees mentia say but also trading losses there me I understand say wakɔtɔ adeɛ x watɔn no y nti woyɛ loss a na no kyerɛ sɛ ɛboa a wotɔn no no ɛwɔ form sen boa a wotɔn no ɛno na mete aseɛ as trading losses. Beyond that, off taker wine there mete aseɛ. I don't know what goes into that. To me nkyerɛ aseɛ. But so far so yɛnte asɛm bia, there's been no explanation as to what the off taker fees is. I don't know say what bibi dia me mente.
107.3.
To me asɛm ɛwɔ.
Right, medase me basa sia ma fa few calls say bia no bi wo question a
Mpatro
person bisa wo na na kwasi ewua esquire better say pa yes an kam zoom fu amna sententen ko mu dwane akọ wa be chirchiri se mu kama former MDP MMC now good board me ba to betima join in on 057-777-1073 057-777-1073 me ba to ba no abonita wo se na be ya wo foforo betimi a few minutes ye den komoni nyina ABC wote yanka awa asase pa 107.3 asase 98.5 Kumasi asase 99.7 with Tamale asase 103 awo Cape Coast Mining City Radio 89.5 for Takwa Firma Radio 103.3 awo Kofodia Strong 101.5 for Achimoda Community 103.3 awo Achimoda honyina no wote yanka ene enwumrei peja lines in tumni yankosisia on 057-777-1073 059-415-7777 baby I will be ano ubetimi abam ama yedin komo quickly I mean kona me for friend odi kan akraba entomu ayenko yenin komo yenko
Yo minua
hello good evening there's a kronkro
Olobo ko fi bua tendi o in Ghana
kwasi
mo wa chafa
afi nkwamatu yankwam mami ntio
so ebrend so sabridi national chairman dey bo charge akono na eko na branch champion so dey ono na ebetu frank ama MPP delegate pokoto amontoma branch champion me pa cho me chia me wura na o tete dey ho no wa church ni mama mahu so oyinim di fo papa na me dey NDC for dey o dey mu nya o live mom so me dem fi man ho so krom ha onu nko ni nyansa boakwa good board yenye sika wom ehe IMF say oboka o se chinchi a yenye manye sika na eboa Ghana man na me say o ma me ada na o se wagu a
right with us hello good evening wudin ba bi aten ka free
Good evening.
apa wudin ba bi aten ka free
Uni me jaketele ni takwa insayim.
ajama min to fit takwa nsuyayem
Imedie na michia anche tiefo ya michia Bawumia obi obia na nke delegate ntam ni biwa yanka no perifet na emo no medie nanim ne fa MPP ekinya no tire tie shala bia be fa na abatan so na isa na nyama nyama kodo mbapa o ka se nyamisha papa ke dam good board na mo kan wasem na Ghana fia kwa koboka no ya miso ya nipa ni yebate bekan kuro Kebeka no krepa na ke usebi maria siluko ya akasa mi dem people so bi anko ma sakin dada so every people na ke wo so pan ga dam gold book ko ton gold na ko bo ka gold si ton boka ke na na be so na 130 million about the old currency yen so mo ba mo to na 80 no so ko ton so what to do se kwache over now to tag na boka because who ko for you na uto unya faso
right with us hello good evening beba to din ba bi aten ka free
Good evening.
aten ka free
Bacho na na meni dansuma.
beba to ba ma mintio
Bacho eniwe no limbo me nebe na baso.
nana kwasi ewua lawyer
Bakase ye pa. Ni pese ne ye ka mo ma ben abeke mu. Ni se uguja kwenge the page so na mu dia tro kan sama. Ebeke Ghana food. Ebi akota Bawumia obi ani chiano. Haja Kake Mohammed ni jongwe ni chomna. Minia ababa ye kotomo. Ye kunu na ye koyo. Ye bema mo bi afi ne ni ama ni pa na buko ehira no. Wo mo ye dia hincha no ebehye no. It is a who was radio so to try am pia. One kasa mo tell sa de me ye be what What the way, a bit so what the idea after the possibility. If you want to watch, yes, the possibility, so you follow who are you.
Right.
I want to say,
Mesumera say hello, good evening. Me patrol din ba bia otie nka free. Oh, child. Hello, good evening. Me patrol din ba bia otie nka free na nwe. Mami tio. Too bad. Mami tio.
Yeah, good evening. Patrol Mohammed me ka free kaswa.
Mohammed me patrol mami tio.
We dey me MPP delegate na 31st January. Obia nkotuna abama Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Idiom beda lawyer akosie wuase. Say we abama clarification these good born losses na so. And then Western Region for social and say all about the contesting regional position. In the lawyer akosie wuase.
One open regional position Biana. On the MPD Biano. Gazo, yes, I have been finally, Mammy Tio.
You made us say, Minia, the America a chat one say, and same way by Comono El Cosono, Metia Sembi. Every minua my learned friend yeah ira samijen fi ho enna enra so ira honorable Eric Opoku osai team subio say afi we a yewre mu no sa afi we no afi bia Bank of Ghana gold purchase program na koso no a gold board AD anymore no Bank of Ghana ebe free, which means the Bank of Ghana would no longer be funding it. Inti sa funding na Minister of Finance promise gold board ne sa de no. Sa funding ne beba na be share abe so omwasini mo share trading ase. Minia history there ye pa abakosem eye papa because a guiding.
Yeah.
A guiding steps ano say uye mistakes bia when repeating. When you no clear woman say abakosem ne say between 2012 and 2016 na NDC was managing PMMC no. As at the time omo handi over ama MPP in 2017 a car na PMMC abo ato ho na ye kabubro na saa no was out of gold trading activities. Simply out of gold trading activities. Na PMMC under the then NDC between 2012 and 2016 ajiji amanfo sika some beto gold near dear mabubobo free banks and all of that, some of the beto gold. So they were actively involved in gold trading activities. And a deka a buy. A canon, they were in two components. There was a dollar component and a CD component. The dollar component was in excess of $5 million. The CD component was in excess of 30 million CDs. Minya, Menoka say between 2017 and 2024, Edumadea MPP miakasa ne me board ne me management etumi enti yetumi tua sa ekano efri ho.
Wow.
Yes, etumi tua sa aka ne efri ho. Enti se ene masenya te say gold board it is just an evolution of PMMC. Sign go back to gold trading na the American say minuano ene ni team omo gold board hono omo hwe ne no more. They should be guided by history so that they don't repeat some mistakes na e kofa sa aka no.
Right. Mara senara kwasi